Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Room 101. Now, this episode, we have got a choice of two, as per normal. One of them makes sense as a logical item, which is my argument of squishy spiders, which you'll understand when we get in. There's been a lot of things which you need to watch it to understand in these episodes this week. Now, Adam's argument is a sense of humour, which again is more of a metaphorical argument than whether it should go into Room 101.
It's deep.
So, you get to decide. Please watch the video, listen to what we have to say, and have a vote in the board. Let's head on over. So what I would put in is squishy spiders.
Oh.
Now,
I think I know what you're on about.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
there are spiders.
Mm-hmm.
I'm slightly arachnophobic, but
Yeah.
I've lived on my own for long enough now. I can deal with them.
Yeah.
But what I'm talking about is like the daddy long leg type,
Oh.
where
Okay,
All
not
it
the
is-
type I was thinking about. Go on. Yeah.
what type were you thinking about?
The one with a big fat body. Do you know they're big fuckers, but they're black. They've got red spots, like tiny, just a couple of tiny red spots. They're like 99% black. But their body is huge compared to their legs. So the body's about the size of like a bit bigger than a penny, and their legs are about the size of like. Do you remember that Have you ever seen that £5 coin?
Yeah.
Yeah, like those fuckers, you know.
Well, I'm kind of on about that.
Yeah,
I'm on about the ones where like you get them like it's like the body's like a tiny little dot,
yeah,
and the legs are like that.
yeah. Those daddy long legs.
But these are the sort of spiders that I don't even know how they live, because like they'll be walking along, and then suddenly a leg will fall off.
Oh, you mean squishy as in they're just absolutely pathetic? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so
yeah.
delicate. They've just got no stamina, like no stickability. Yeah.
Like they've got no structure to them. It's literally just a blob that's the actual spider,
Yeah.
and then the legs just like you'll see them. They'll be like, well, your legs just fell off, mate. Like,
Yeah. Just like, oh, you're scared. Well, I thought, is it a defense mechanism? Do you know, like if a bird picks at them, it's meant to detach? You know,
I mean,
so at least they lose a leg,
as well.
but they live. You know.
Yeah, like I say, but there is the other type as well, where they're not a ball. They're like if you roll some cotton, like a long, very, very thin body. Like
Oh,
I can't do it with my hands.
yeah.
But they're the same. They have legs like that.
That's
the
the ones
body
I'm
is
thinking
like-
of. Yeah.
They're like that thin, and they're
Yeah.
about that long.
Yeah.
Because I actually had one just the other day in my room, right above my bed, and I tried to catch it with a club, and it.
Yeah. You
And
try
it tried
not
to
kill
move
it.
away. It tried to move away, and what it actually did was, if you imagine that's my roof, right?
Yeah.
It was actually there, and it just sort of went, like, it had wrapped itself around its own legs. And it was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Yeah. How have you survived?
yeah,
Yeah.
like, seriously.
The only people who could kill you don't want to. They put you in a glass and you can't survive people trying not to kill you.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, an actual spider, fine.
Yeah.
Like I say, slightly arachnophobic, but I can deal with them because they actually work.
They
You know what I
function as a
mean?
spider. Yeah.
But squishy spiders, honestly, like you just like, just go, just get gone. So that's what I would put in.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. They're almost trying to put themselves in room 101. You know what I mean?
Well, they wouldn't make
just
it.
Help
The
them
legs
out.
would fall off.
Yeah. just help them out. Okay. Okay. What would I put in room 101? That's slightly more serious, but no, I don't want it to be. This is the whole point. My thing in room 101 is a sense of humour.
All right, I see how this connects to the earlier thing now.
Yeah, right. So if you haven't watched the Arseholes Alcove for this episode, go back and watch that. Specifically, the bit about the lady with gets children's clothing gifted to her at a baby shower. That's got things like, written on there, like, to-do list, eat, poop, suck on titties.
Yeah.
And she was absolutely horrendous. And I quote, humiliated by this gift. So she'd be the type of person, I'd take her sense of humour, and she's like, oh, I've got a sense of humour, I just don't find it funny. Boom. Gone. I've got a sense of humour is just a quote cover for I have no fucking sense of humour, right? Because to me, if you've got a sense of humour that excludes anything, right? Anything as being funny, right? Or as being a joke, then you haven't got a sense of humour, right? What you've got is hang-ups. That's the opposite of a sense of humour. Because if it's anywhere limited, the point is, right? People say, oh, jokes, that's not funny, it's just offensive. No, it's not. There's no joke out there, right, that is offensive. There's not a single offensive joke out there, right? Unless I go, Dan, you're a fucking cunt. So, like, okay.
I am.
Right. And that's not an actual joke. That's just like, that's the only thing I think I could say that's offensive. Like, I could go, and even that's an actual offence at you. And you've just gone, nah. Like, you've taken it as a joke. It loses its power. It's not offensive, right?
Yeah.
But the point is, let's just say, I had some absolutely horrific cancer joke, right? The proper, like, really raw cancer joke. I could tell that to 2 different cancer patients, right? And one could find it incredibly offensive and it would hurt. They would be hurt by it, right? I'm not going to say wrongly so, right? But I would say, another cancer patient could laugh at it and perhaps find it cathartic.
Yeah.
Oh, you've mocked this cancer, that's fucking killing me. That in itself proves that, no, the joke itself is not offensive. There's nothing offensive about words. You can only be offended, right? The offendee, the person who is offended, has all the power in that, right?
Yeah.
Words in themselves cannot be offensive. It's the intent behind it, which can be. And if the intent is, this is what I'm saying, the intent is a joke, right?
Yeah.
Then, as in, it's meant to be a joke, it cannot be offensive. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
It's like, so, let's have a think. Let's just think of a really offensive joke right now. Right, here's one.
Okay.
Right? Now, this is probably the most offensive joke I think I've ever been told, right? And I'll tell you why it was offensive. Because the lady who told me this didn't mean it as a joke. Right?
Oh,
she was
okay, yeah.
The most
that's
fantastically racist person I've ever met. Like, wow. Like, over the top. She was an Indian lady. She fucking could not stand Pakistanis, right? She could not stand them, right? Like I say, so she was incredibly racist. This woman, like I said, she was a teacher as well. Anyway, the joke she said was like, oh, fucking, do you know, and this was in the context of ranting on about Pakistanis and like how they raped her country and divided India up and, you know, done a lot of atrocities and done all this stuff on the back of it and how there's no such thing as a good Pakistani, you know, they want to just, I mean, this is like a serious discussion. She was saying all the horrific things that should happen. And then off the back of it, she popped out a joke, right, which was Do you know what the thing is, right? You got to think. Let's just face it. Let's just say we're in a room, right? And you've got 2 bullets in your gun, right? And you've got Hitler, Stalin, and a Paki, right? Who do you shoot? And you've only got 2 bullets in your gun. And her answer was, you shoot the Paki twice, right? Now, fucking hell, that was like... There's a... like. That is a joke. The words in itself, that's a funny joke because it subverts the expectation. You think, oh, maybe Hitler, and then maybe one of them. How do you It's a subversion of expectation. It's funny, right? And I laughed at it. But here's the thing. That's not a joke in the sense that, damn, she meant it. That wasn't meant as a joke. Because her expression at the time was just like, boom, deadpan, and she totally tripped off and it's like continued to carry on about how fucking terrible
that's the difference.
Were.
Yeah,
right.
See, like when you've just said that there, it's a joke.
Yeah,
some people watching might find it offensive, but it's a joke.
Yeah,
right?
It's a joke. I cannot have said this is me just pointing out the difference between. That's probably the only time where I've thought, well, not the only time, but where I've thought, wow, that's a joke, that's offensive, but it's not. It's her attitude that was offensive.
Exactly.
Right? She literally wanted to offend Pakistani people, and she used the joke, right, as a way to get her attitude across.
Yes.
Right? The literary device of a joke is not offensive. It's just words.
Yeah.
You know. So it's...
I mean, can I bring up... who's that Scottish comedian called?
Frankie Boyle?
Yeah.
I just knew that.
I'm not offended by him, but I think he's not funny.
Yeah.
When he was on that, what was it called? I can't pronounce it. Talladega Nights or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it was something. Channel 4, wasn't it? Yeah.
And
Tramadol Nights. Because he used to be addicted to tramadol. That was it.
I watched like two episodes.
Yeah.
And what he basically did was come on stage and went, "You're a dick."
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's not funny."
Yeah. It's like, do you actually think he's a dick? Or you got to take the piss out of him in some way? You know,
but he didn't. He just did that, and I'm like, "That's not funny. That's just saying that someone's a dick who you don't know."
Well, the point is, it wasn't a joke. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly, it wasn't a joke.
It was just like, there's no construct. It's like, father fucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like, it's like 3 words, you know.
Which supports what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, I meant it as a joke. Oh, right, in the right context. Like, as in, maybe you know this guy. I just called Dad a cunt. That's a joke. Just like, but the point is, that's not reflecting my attitude, you know what I mean? It's like...
I mean, I'm agreeing with you, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm bringing that up.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to bring up is...
put it like this, you might not find a joke funny. Like I say, whether a joke's funny or not is something else entirely.
Yeah.
But whether it's offensive, you know...
Yeah.
So, and I think, do you know, whether someone says, oh, do you know what, I find that offensive, it's, you know, that's Joe, but I've got a good sense of humour.
That's fine. You can find it offensive.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it any less of a joke.
Yeah, exactly. It's a joke, and actually, you have found it offensive. It is not offensive, right? Because if it was intrinsically offensive, I mean, let's just logic 101. If it was intrinsically offensive, everyone in the planet would find it offensive. No one would be laughing at it.
Exactly.
The fact that's not happening, it's not offensive. You are offended. Right? You know what I mean? It's simple as... Oh, I think I've drilled that into the ground. So basically, the thing, let me be specific, the thing I want to put in a room 101 is other people's senses of humour that allow them to be offended. Because all a sense of humour seems to actually be able to do doesn't let you enjoy a joke. It lets you be offended at things. So let's just put senses of humour into the room 101 and everyone will take a joke as a joke.
So it's actually better to not have a sense of humour.
Yeah.
Because therefore you can't find anything offensive.
Yeah. Have you ever met anyone who said, oh, I've got a great who talked about their sense of humour and basically wasn't an absolute tosser about it? You know what I mean?
Pretty much everyone
who's sense of humour. It's just them jokes that I don't like.
It's like I'm on like dating apps and stuff, and
Mm.
you'll get women who put that. Oh, I've got a great sense of humour. Oh, that means you find nothing funny.
Swipe right, swipe left, even.
It is. It's just like, so you have no sense of humour.
Yeah.
That's what you basically mean when you put that.
Yeah. It's. I mean, it just is, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's just people who say that have invariably got the. Basically, it's just a horrible situation in which people want to control not only what other people say, but what other people find funny,
Yeah.
find amusing. It doesn't. It's not what I find amusing. Yeah. So you shouldn't find it amusing. No. Pack in. You know. Right, guys, so there it is in a nutshell. Room 101. What will you decide? Squishy little fucking spiders that have no choice of. They've got no business being on Earth. They want to be dead. Let's just get rid of them. Or you decide with me. Those annoying fuckers who just like. They've got a sense of humour. Yeah, right. They just want to control what you find funny. That's all it is. It's a masquerade. Either way, you decide. Let us know what you want to be put in Room 101 in the comment section below. And while you're there, don't forget to vote and hit the like and subscribe at the same time. Guys, we've loved having you here, and we will see you again next week.
Bye.